Sounds like we're going to that village.
Uh, yeah. I hope someone there can help us.
How are you holding up?
I'm okay, I guess. So, does that weapon ever get too heavy?
Not really. I'm used to it.
I'm surprised you don't fall over backwards.
The support team's here.
Uh-huh. You know, we don't have felines where I come from. I couldn't believe my eyes the first time I saw one. So many things are new to me, and with so many different kinds of people. I was so scared when I first reached the surface and there was nothing but sand. But after I met Alma, I wasn't so scared anymore.
So, what have you been into lately?
I really like... is it cheese? I tried it for the first time in your country. It was delicious.
We'll have to scrounge some up.
Thank you.
Let's talk again soon, okay?
Okay.
Got a minute?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Somehow I managed to be the last person to hear this, but is it true you studied under Fabius at the Academy?
What? Oh, we've been traveling together all this time, and you're asking me now? But yeah, I did. Though our fields were different, his being biology. Either way, by the time I finished, he roped me into joining his research team. Actually, that's when we found Nata, when we were out doing research.
Your field is cultural anthropology, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I started reading up on all kinds of cultures and eras, then that got me into studying lots of languages, which motivated me to further my education, and now here we are.
What sort of things do you do for fun?
Fun? Not sure it meets one's definition of fun, but I like to dabble in archaeology. People, for the most part, haven't changed much throughout the ages, but I'm drawn to the relics that tell their stories. I've unearthed so many strange and unusual curiosities with such fascinating history. They might not look like much, but if we ever get the chance, I'd be delighted to show you sometime.
I'm glad you're on the team.
Well, thank you. I feel the same.
Ready to go? Great! My village awaits. Greetings, brother. May we enter?
Greetings! I'll tell the Elder you're here.
This way, friends.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's go!
What's that sound? It's so pretty.
That's the gem chimes. They keep the monsters out of the village.
It's almost like music.
Come on. What's all the fuss about?
Who's that? What's that on his back? It's huge!
I guess they really haven't seen a weapon before.
I'll tell my family to start getting everything ready for you. Do you mind waiting a little while?
Not at all. Actually, this might be a good chance to talk to the villagers. I want to ask them about Nata.
I'll have a look around.
Me too, me too!
Okay. We'll meet up later.
Shall we? Come on, Alma. Let's go.
All right, but remember what I said about being respectful.
I know.
Whoa! Check out this stonework.
Yeah, it's like they're preparing for something.
Look, Alma. Sacred eggs.
This must be a hatchery. Be still. We don't want to frighten them.
Okay.
That gentleman doesn't seem to be busy. Why don't we try him? We're sorry to bother you, but we were wondering if we could ask you something.
Oh, it's no bother.
Have you ever heard of the Keepers?
No, I'm afraid not. But the Elder might know. She lives in the house up the path.
Thank you.
The storm will be here soon.
Any day now. We need to stockpile more water.
Come in. Don't be shy. The children have told me much about you. Sit, for we have matters to discuss. I've heard how you saved Nona and Isai. Thank you.
We're just glad they're safe. Thank you for inviting us into your village.
I wish we could be better hosts, but the sand tide approaches, and we are busy readying for the storm. The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling with lightning. Once your business here is concluded, you should find shelter.
Before that, we'd like to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a people known as the Keepers? We're trying to locate this boy's home.
Keepers? No, I can't say the name is familiar. But child, you're so young. How did you... Forgive me. I should not ask such painful questions.
It's all right. Thank you so much for your time. I think it's time we headed over to Isai's house.
Please, come in.
Look at this.
Welcome.
Greetings. Thank you so much for inviting us. We're travelers from the West, and my friends and I here.
Yes, of course. You help my grandchildren. Tell me how I can help, and I shall.
Welcome to our home.
Thanks.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you so much again for your warm hospitality.
It's the very least we can do. We hope you enjoy the meal we prepared.
It looks so tasty. Yes, thank you.
As we gather here together, may we so share in the wind's bounty. Please, help yourselves.
Yes, yes.
You heard him.
It's so fragrant. Do you use a special kind of flower?
I don't know about special, but it pairs well with the beans.
Here you go.
Thank you. Nothing like home cooking.
Thank you for the delicious meal. We're very grateful. And when you were so busy, too.
Nonsense. We're delighted to have you.
It didn't feel right parting the way we did.
We sighted a monster with long, thick fur near the village.
That sounds like a doshaguma. They never used to venture out of the forest.
There's a forest?
Yes, up the river and beyond the grasslands. We've been encountering doshaguma a lot recently. They attack our livestock, so we keep them penned up here. Fortunately, the gem chimes protect us.
A bunch of ornaments make you feel safe?
Yes, you see, this region is home to a creature that even the doshaguma fear. And it just so happens that the gem chime stones sound a lot like that monster.
And that's enough of a deterrent. Interesting.
I heard that Nata has been searching for his people. The brave child.
They're called the Keepers. Have you heard of them?
Oh, I wish I could say I have, but I have not.
You must miss your people.
I do. With all my heart. I don't know if I have a home left to return to, but I have to believe they're okay.
I suppose we'll take our leave now. Thank you for the wonderful food and company.
There's no rush for you to leave.
That's very kind, but we know how much preparing you have to do for the sandstorm.
Thanks for the grub. Best I've had in ages.
I feel more ready to hunt than ever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's start heading back to base camp. So, what's next?
Let's head to the forest.
Right, and maybe we should look into the doshaguma while we're at it. But for today, let's rest. We can start our investigation fresh tomorrow.
Nata can ride with me. How about we meet up on the path to the forest and go from there?
Perfect. See you all tomorrow then.
I don't see Gemma and Nata yet. Let's wait here.
Sorry, we got held up.
That's okay. We're all here now.
I bet the forest is so big it's got trees coming out of trees.
Like tree ninjas? Oh, triple gangers!
Did either of you get any sleep at all?
Come on, let's go.
So, I heard Astron units set out to the forest ahead of us to set up a camp.
Yeah, I heard the same. These guys seem like they're always one step ahead. So, what'd you think the forest is gonna be like?
Certainly it'll be a lot greener and more lush than the desert. We should see lots of herbivores. And where there's herbivores, there's what eats them.
Pointing at you, Doshaguma.
If there are people living in a place like that, I wonder what their way of life is like.
Once we're there, I hope I can help you more with the expedition.
Incredible. So much diversity. Look at the size.
The water's red.
Why, though? It'll be a fun mystery to unravel.
Hey! Over here!
So the forest is full of symbiotic systems, involving the roots, leaves, flowers, and fruit. And it's the insect's job to pollinate. They have this fascinating process where they coat their bodies in the pollen, which is called...
Do you mind?
I knew you'd show up.
Glad we didn't disappoint. We'll give you a hand.
Thanks.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
Please, call me Olivia. The Guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
Wait, are you guys an ace team?
Let me introduce you. Eric, our biologist. Have you two met before?
Matt? Oh, no, but I've definitely heard of him. He was famous back at the academy.
This forest is amazing. I am never leaving.
Anyway, over there's Werner, our engineer. Perhaps you've heard of him too? He's one of the big brains behind the Wyvern's fire technology.
Wait, what? We are so gonna talk later, pal.
So how'd your visit to that village go?
We were able to start a dialogue. No luck with the keepers, but I'm more concerned about something else now. Monsters called the Doshaguma have left their forest habitat and started venturing near the village. The village's only protection are these things called gem chimes, which they seem to think is enough, but...
What if we set up a pop-up camp and conducted an investigation into these Doshaguma?
We've actually just found a site that would be perfect. I'll take you there.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Come see me when you're ready to depart.
Ah!